as we've talked about in the past, a certain fearless leader has never had a certain lunch staple. So we have come bearing a present. We brought you lunch.
Yay!
Well,
I get an ice pack.
have to survive the hour and a half, 45-minute trip.
I don't know how tasty those are.
I don't want to know.
That's Justin.
Lunchables.
Somebody has to eat that before the end of the before we leave.
Turkey and American cracker stackers.
Boy is gonna have a Lunchable. Told you we were gonna bring you one.
I forgot.
I didn't.
I'm not exactly hungry at the moment, though.
So later on, but you have to eat it.
Fine.
The ice pack is for. Spent like 5 minutes debating which one to get you.
It was that one or the ham one, and we didn't decide.
Maybe once we're back in the room. Or in the room.
First, could have got you a pizza one. Or nachos. That's another classic.
But now the cracker stackers, that's the staple.
Yeah.
That's where they started.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna get the ones that didn't have the dessert in it because those are actually where they started.
Ah.
And they had cheddar cheese.
Yeah. So at some point, when he decides to eat this, we have to catch it because y'all need to see it.
Most definitely.
Fair enough.
All right. You can scratch another one off of your culinary bucket list.
CJ, what are you about to get yourself into?
Apparently Lunchables. Because I have never had one. And I guess this is something that needs to be rectified.
Yes.
Specifically, the Turkey and American cracker stackers. With Oscar Mayer, lean turkey, white meat only. Kraft American pasteurized prepared cheese product.
Everyone's favorite.
Crackers. And double stuffed Oreo cookies. Implying that there's more than one.
Okay. How are you feeling about this whole endeavor?
I really don't know what the big deal is. But hopefully it has held up well over the last few days.
It's filled with so many preservatives, I think it will be fine.
And I packed it with the biggest ice
pack
we had.
You could have gone with bologna.
B-O-L-O-G.
After the nuclear holocaust, when the last cockroach takes its last breath, there will still be Lunchables that will be edible.
Right next to the Twinkies.
Yep.
Alright. So presumably you make some sort of little sandwich stacker out of these things? Rather
Yes.
than just
I'm not
individual?
convinced there's enough crackers to make a full sandwich. You may have to do open faced.
5, 6. That's just insulting. Get 5 crackers. You can't make sandwiches out of 5 crackers. That's not nice.
Open faced.
But then I have an extra piece of turkey.
You're going to have several extra pieces of turkey if you try to do double sandwiches.
Not if you put 2 in 1.
There's 5 crackers.
Who knows how much cheese?
Cheese.
Now,
should not
they
be this
are
complicated.
separable.
They're supposed to be separatable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. What the hell?
They dipped you a cracker.
You put the last slice between the cookies.
Ew.
You can just make one giant cookie cracker stacker.
Alright, I'll do that for now and adapt as necessary.
That's what we do.
Sticky.
Just imagine that you're
That's what
8
she
years
said.
old in school lunch cafeteria.
And the kid next to you is eating a gross peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the jelly that has bled all the way through one piece of bread.
That would have been mine.
Right.
I'm trying not to look at the camera.
I'm trying not to have an office moment.
That is not cheese. That is not even a rough approximation of cheese. That is cheese colored.
It's a cheese resembling product
Yeah.
with some dairy in it, maybe.
Probably like the stupid single things and they're made with oil instead of milk.
Ugh. How the hell you make cheese with oil, man?
Don't know,
That's
Dr.
craft.
Like
Kraft.
this?
Well, you can't make cheese with oil. That's why it's called cheese product.
Cheese substitute.
Cheese analog.
It looks like cheese. That's enough for 6-year-olds.
They don't know any better.
Sure.
Yeah, I saw you having trouble swallowing that.
So salty.
Oh.
Not in a good way either.
None of us had assumed otherwise.
Speak for yourself.
Do I really have to finish this?
I mean, yes.
Can I at least have a beverage of some sort to go with it?
No. No. I mean, yes.
I told you we should have got one of the ones with the Capri Sun.
Those are more expensive.
I think I stand a better chance with the
Moonshine.
moonshine.
That'll pair lovely.
Screw that. Can I do
Didn't
this
this
one
thing
handed?
leak the last time we tried to use it?
Well, if you use it wrong.
Use it well.
Your camera is making very disconcerting noises.
Yeah, the servo autofocus was trying to autofocus, but I told the lens to go manual focus.
Why is
No,
this
the
a
camera's
thing?
Now you eat one of the
Camera's
Oreos halfway through.
I was lying. The camera was actually shuttering for you.
The camera knows. In reality, the children ate these only to get to the dessert.
That is much better than what's before me.
But at least now you can say you've eaten one.
Bah,
You
We
just
never
spilled
said it was
all
a
over
pl-
the cheese and the Oreos.
bah.
It's an improvement on the cheese.
Cracker bits everywhere. Stop that.
Does anyone ever remember the show Fear Factor?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is basically the second part of Fear Factor. What?
You eat something gross and disgusting, yeah.
There's a special place in my heart for Lunchables, especially the pizza one.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like some?
No.
It's not the pizza
not the
See,
one.
pizza
mine is
one.
my special place is for the nacho one.
Never had the nacho one.
I was just getting out of eating them when they came out. So that was like the last
The cheese is like this cheese, but in more liquid form.
And this is why my stomach can take it now. That's why I love the
Oh, yeah, there's
machine
5.
nacho cheese.
Last one's got to be the big one.
It's got to be the fully loaded one.
You just get rid of all of it.
Leave enough for one Oreo sandwich.
Ew. The Oreo sandwich is gross.
Sticky.
It's covered in that slime that is on the outer edges of Spam.
I like Spam.
Not
Ew.
the gross outer edges.
Well, yeah.
And not raw and cold, like
No.
the turkey.
It's actually very good fried.
I agree. I like Spam.
I'd be willing to try fried spam.
Yeah.
Gina makes good spam.
Yeah.
I poured the damn thing and I didn't drink it.
And if remember that thing we brought up earlier?
That is much better than what I'm having. Ooh, that's really good, actually.
Amaretto moonshine, is that what that
It smells nice.
Palmetto Moonshine. Blackberry flavored corn whiskey. Oh, that burns.
It'll kill your taste buds for the back half of the Lunchable.
Do you think Oscar Mayer will cross-post this video onto their Facebook page?
We haven't said anything bad about the turkey.
But I did. It's sticky.
And salty.
Just as good meat should be.
Sticky and salty. Don't make Calvin laugh. The camera's not on the tripod.
As long as we don't reference objects of desire, we should be fine.
Mm.
Bleh.
At least you got through it.
It's more the
Not
cheese than anything. It just clings
Oh.
To the esophagus.
to everything. To my soul. The moonshine does nothing against this.
Oh.
But these shot glasses say whiskey can wash the taste of blood from your mouth. You keep the guilt.
Nope, the guilt is all yours. The guilt and the flavor.
Yep.
But now you get some delicious double stuffed Oreos.
Which are classic single stuffed Oreos.
Yep.
That's single?
I mean, that's what single used to be.
Huh.
Yeah.
Back before the great Oreo reckoning of '98.
Yeah. Double
Yeah, 'cause
stuffs.
Double stuffs used to be like this big. They were huge.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then they like shrank them.
What's everyone's cream layer record on Oreo? We scrape off all the cream off like a 12-pack of Oreos and put them all in one sandwich.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I just had them as is.
I broke them open and ate it right then and there.
So it turns out that the inside of the Oreo stuffing is made mostly of
Frisco?
Crisco, yes. Crisco and sugar.
Hmm.
And
I
when you
didn't know
eat
that.
12 of them all at once in a giant ball, you notice.
That at least tastes like an Oreo.
Because it is an Oreo.
Is it, or is it an unlicensed chocolate?
Nope, it's
No,
an
it's stamped as an
it's-
Oreo.
Oh my god.
It's an actual Oreo. It's not even that crappy.
Hydrox. No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I like Hydrox.
Didn't Hydrox come first?
Yeah, it
Before
did.
Oreo?
I don't know.
I thought Oreo ripped off Hydrox, if I remember correctly.
I believe you're right.
Well, the Oreos always tasted better.
Improved.
At least you have several palate cleansers coming up.
Think of the tea.
I am excited for tea and whiskey.
And think of my mystery surprise.
I'm afraid.
Be afraid.
This
Be
is the
very
real
afraid.
reason here why CJ didn't have Lunchables. You see how he's picking up every single crumb.
Alright, so final thoughts about this whole ordeal.
Do you wish you were a kid again?
Fuck that. I remember me as a kid. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Well, it is edible. I would not go out of my way to have it.
It expires on November 7th, 2015.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, seriously?
Yep.
Did I do that?
Hmm?
Is that a thing I
It
did?
expires on my birthday,
Yay!
when I turn 30.
Should have waited.
He'll still be in the system by the time he turns 50.
Yeah.
That cheese will be in the system for the rest of his life.
It's like bubblegum.
It sits in the colon and just stays there.
That'll be my birthday gift.
An appendectomy.
Colonectomy?
No, you get the appendix removed.
Appendectomy.
No, I haven't had that happen yet.
Well,
I grew up on these and they haven't taken that out yet.
It's edible, but I would not go after it.
Better or worse than a school lunch?
Like a lunch from the school itself, or
Yeah.
a lunch I would bring to
No,
school.
a lunch you get at the school.
High school, par. College, worse.
elementary school.
That's who's eating these.
I don't remember elementary school lunches.
They're pretty bad these days.
They're
Pretty bad back then.
too.
Yeah.
They're worse.
They're
Could I
worse
find-
now.
Boiled spinach, my favorite.
Oh yeah,
You
you
can
could buy lunch in elementary school. I never bought lunch in
What they
elementary
did
school.
was Michelle
I always had
Obama
bag
said
lunch.
school lunches had to be healthy and set up guidelines, and all the schools said we're not going to pay for that, so we're just going to give you less food to meet these
Yeah.
guidelines.
Yep. Also, they classified pizza as a vegetable,
Well, it has tomato sauce on it, so.
which is a fruit.
Yeah, it's the same tier on the pyramid.
But yeah,
Pyramid's not real anymore.
And they're a different pyramid now?
Yeah.
It's like,
it's upside
Now
down.
there's a plate.
I think they actually went back to a pyramid.
but it's like
Recently.
not the same tiers and
Does it have 8 to 12 servings of carbs a day?
I think they realized that the plate was dumb, so they went back to a pyramid, but it's a different pyramid because they don't want to admit that the first pyramid was actually good. Because then they would have to admit that they were wrong,
No one is ever wrong in the government.
especially if you're a government scientist.
Yeah.
I think we got our general consensus there.
If only they all came with moonshine.
First, could have got you a pizza one. Or nachos, that's another classic.
But now the cracker stackers, that's the staple.
Yeah.
That's where they started.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna get the ones that didn't have the dessert in it because those are actually where they started.
Ah.
And they had cheddar cheese.
Yeah. So at some point, when he decides to eat this, we have to catch it because y'all need to see it.
Most definitely.
Fair enough.
All right.
I get an ice pack.
Survive the hour and a half, 45-minute trip.
I don't know how tasty those are.
I don't want to know.
That's Justin.
Lunchables.
Somebody has to eat that before the end of the before we leave.
Turkey and American cracker stackers.
All right. So as we've talked about in the past, a certain fearless leader has never had a certain lunch staple. So we have come bearing a present. We brought you lunch.
Yay.
Well, boy is gonna have a Lunchable. Told you we were gonna bring you one.
I forgot.
I didn't.
I'm not exactly hungry at the moment, though.
So later on, but you have to eat it.
Fine.
The ice pack is for. Spent like 5 minutes debating which one to get you.
It was that one or the ham one, and we were gonna decide.
Maybe once we're back in the room. Or in the room.
We can scratch another one off of your culinary bucket list.
Yay.
CJ, what are you about to get yourself into?
Apparently Lunchables. Because I have never had one. And I guess this is something that needs to be rectified.
Yes.
Specifically, the Turkey and American cracker stackers with Oscar Mayer, lean turkey,